Hey yo everyone, Avenger Green here with Ultimate Universe Issue 1, a special one-shot acting as both an epilogue to Ultimate Invasion and setting up a new line of Ultimate Comics. Let's get down to it. So, as the recap page says, it's been a week since the end of Ultimate Invasion, actually 2 weeks. The Maker and the city are sealed away, and the Maker's council are trying to figure out what to do with the world now that their leader is off the board. Thankfully, we have a band of heroes who are setting plans to stop them. And so, one thing as you'll notice, aside from Iron Lad and Reed breaking into an Asgardian prison, is that the artist for this book is Stefano Caselli rather than Brian Hitch. And it makes sense since Hitch is getting on board with that Ghost Machine initiative over at Image with that Red Coat book. Look forward to me talking about that in the future. And it's been confirmed that Caselli is going to be the new writer, the artist for Ultimate Black Panther, which is great because Caselli's artwork is amazing. Also, seeing Hickman and Caselli together on a book gives me major nostalgic vibes for their old Secret Warriors book back when I first started reading comics. And that probably gives you guys up in about how old I am. But back to the story. Iron Lad and Doom are here to break Thor out of prison. But first they need to get Mjolnir back from Thor's jailers. An interesting twist, the head jailer is Sith, who's there on behalf of King Loki. There's some tense exchanges between the two Asgardians. And then we get this badass sequence where Thor powers up and beats up a bunch of the guards. And to no one's surprise, Hickman writes a top-notch Ultimate Thor. He's definitely bitter about his imprisonment, but he's still heroic and later gets one of the best monologues in the issue. So yeah, after Thor kicks ass and teleports him and his new allies away, accidentally bringing Sith with them, and after the credits page, we cut over to Stark Tower. We get a brief talk about how they could possibly get Captain America out of the ice without killing him. And Doom reveals something he discovered while he was the Maker's prisoner. The existence of the Latveria repository, a complex where the Maker kept all manner of catalysts that would have played a part in the origins of several Marvel heroes. The Maker probably kept them instead of destroying them, either as a trophy to stroke his own ego or to experiment on them later, and knowing the Maker, it was probably both. Our merry band of heroes arrives at the complex, and we learn that these cylinders that are holding the catalyst, they don't just contain one per cylinder, they contain hundreds of relics. And this is where we get that awesome monologue from Thor. It's an evil thing, the stealing of dreams. The work of demons and devils and souls that are damned. To make a world where men are chained to a future that is not their own. Obscenity. And unfortunately, Thor ends up getting run through the chest. That's by Captain Britain, one of the council members. The captain manages to manhandle both Sith and Doom, but Tony is able to put up more of a fight. Revealing his identity to Captain Britain and taking one of the jerk's eyes for good measure. Our heroes are able to escape with one canister, in particular one that was holding a certain radioactive spider. But while our heroes recover, the council is already planning their next move. And this is where we get one of the best things I love about this setting. Big bad villain Hulk. Look, see, I'm one of those weirdos who loves it when it's shown that Bruce Banner is even more dangerous than the Hulk because of his intelligence and ruthlessness. And this cult leader of the version of the Hulk displays that well as he devises the plan to hijack an old Stark Stain satellite. Use it to vaporize Stark Tower and everything around it, and then blaming all the resulting casualties on Tony Stark. And since Stark Stain Industries has been a major influence in the North American territories, the Council would now be free to distribute their secret control amongst themselves. Luckily, as the laser's fired, Tony manages to use the Immortus engine and to save his allies in the container. But as we see a week later, the Council's plan is working like a charm. The news reports all the civilians killed in the blast, and claims that Tony committed this act of terrorism, possibly out of grief or madness at the seeming loss of his father. And also gives a brief glimpse at events that are going to end up being important in Ultimate X-Men and Ultimate Black Panther. The world may believe the Iron Lad is dead, But as we see, he's still alive. He's truly a man on a mission with an armor of high-tech ammunition. He's aiming all of that at the Council. And with that, the stage is set for a new line of Ultimate Comics starting in January. So, that's Ultimate Universe issue 1. If you can't tell, I absolutely love this issue. If you're looking for a fun alternate into the ongoing Marvel universe of Earth 616, this seems like it's going to be an exciting new and creative vision for all the famous Marvel superheroes. And like with the Energon universe and the Golden Age miniseries, and hell, even the Unnamed from Image Comics, this channel is going to be covering the launch of all 3 new Ultimate Universe titles, starting with Ultimate Spider-Man in January. I think we're on the cusp of something really special from the House of Ideas. I hope you all can come along for the ride. So be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification button so you always know when I upload a video. Until next time, have a fantastic day.